interesting time in my life because I was a new mother. I had a 13-month-old baby. We were smack in the middle of COVID. So there was a lot of anxiety about the idea of how do I construct my child's own sense of home. What am I passing on as a sense of lineage? Because I live in Bombay. My husband also is somebody who's traveled across the world, and then I've also left home and lived in different parts of India, of the world. So there was no per se an attachment to this is our place. But I think becoming a mother heightened that recognition that, if there is another generation that's coming through me, what is it that I pass along, right? I can't give them a sense of, Bombay is your home, because it's not. We've all migrated. My parents have migrated and come here. And then looking at my own past, I think that's what, brought forth that I had to look back, where language played a huge role. This sort of conflict between a native language and a colonial language, and how colonial language has this hierarchy. My own sense of, do I want to speak Malayalam, not speak Malayalam, what does that do to me? I think for me as an artist, more than all the frills that come with the artwork, the real meaning of, the real sense of joy, or the real sense of, what we do as artists really has some space in the world is when you put your art forth. And I think you always have this sense of attachment with your art, right? Like, so every time artworks leave my studio, I really feel like they're my babies that I send out into the world, and I feel really protective about them and sometimes conflicted about even wanting to send them out. Because you've nurtured them for so long, right? And they've lived with you, they've breathed with you. So there are lots of conversations, I think, when art is put out and regular people interact with it. So maybe I can go to something that's immediately coming to me is from my solo show. It was titled Generations in My Body. And I remember this lady because that story really gave me goosebumps. She walked into the gallery and she's actually not there for my show. She was there to buy something else, pick up something else from the gallery. And I think because I was sitting there doing something, somebody from the gallery said that the artist who's worked on the show. And she came up to me and she told me, I don't know if this is what you intended to do with the show, but I looked at the show and it reminded me of something my grandmother told me. That when there is an incident of trauma in one generation, it kind of transcends into multiple generations. Like what happens in one generation, the butterfly effect of it comes all the way through the generation. So she felt that, looking at my art, she's like, I haven't read anything, I haven't spoken to you, but I was kind of reminded of my grandmother. And she used to tell me a lot of stories of the partition and how the trauma of that kind of bodily has passed down all the way to us. So she was like, to me, I interpreted that as generations in my body. I don't know if that's what you were trying to say. And I said, actually, that's what I'm trying to say. That as bodies, we carry so much of our time, of trauma, of things that we as a body have sort of absorbed and we put it forth through, right? So it's kind of circulating across. So yeah, things like that, women who come and spoken. I think women felt a lot more deeply moved with the show that I last did. Yeah, I think so. I think with every show, there are tidbits that happen and that also open your head into thinking about, I didn't look at my work like that.